Welcome. Welcome. Let me get the dinger. Woo. Capricorn full moon. Let's bring it in. It's coming in tonight, whether you want it or not. Capricorn full moon. We're here. Give us the vibe. Give us the vibe of the tribe. Okay, let's get into it. I'm already feeling like hot. We're going into a heat wave. Everything's burning down. Um, Drink your water. Have a lot of water. Let me put this on. Being guided to put this on. Oh, I can't put it on. It's tiny. Okay, forget it. Let's light a little Palo Santo. And, which I don't know if I even have some. Might have to bust out some new stuff. Don't even think. Oh, I found something I needed. Yay. Found something that I didn't know I wanted. Okay, maybe you're going to find stuff that you don't even know you want. Hold on. We might have to break out might have to go next door to buy a stick pretty soon, but where'd they go? Oh, here it is. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, let's get into it. We're going to ask Archangel Michael, Mother Mary, White Light, Jesus, to help us with this reading, to give us the most clarity for my beautiful collective. I'm going to sweat a lot. It is so hot. But because I love you, and I take my vitamins. Which one have I been taking? Oh God, I forgot the name of it, but it's really important. It's in sardines or something like that. Okay, let's get into it. The energy is weird, right? It's not just me. The energy is weird. It's like, what's going to happen next? That's how Capricorn energy is. It's boss energy. Okay, when's the boss going to show up? And watch me off the, watching corn or whatever. Like, what? Like, masculine energy. That's funny. Hold on. This thing's falling off. Everything's got to be really secure, okay? Everything's got to be, it's almost because of the retrograde. You think things are cool and they're not cool. They're not okay. They're not fully done. Five of Wands. Yeah, like jittery energy. The jitters. Everyone's hermiting. It's the South Node in Virgo. Well, no, we have the South Node in Leo. Everyone's, okay, let's see what we have. I don't even know. Let's see. I don't want to say anything. Thank you, Spirit, for these messages. What's going down for my collective in this town, this small town called the universe? Please and thank you. What do we need to know? A wish come true. Okay, so for my collective, you're getting a wish come true that you're going to be ecstatic. It's going to make you so happy. Okay? We like that. We do like that. It might be too dark. Am I looking too dark? Because I do have another light, but I'm afraid this light might go out on us. Whoops. Wrong one. Okay. All right. Now you can really see the sweat. Not sure if that's the color, but we'll leave it. Okay, so you're going to get a wish come true. Okay? Yep, it's coming. It may have to do with your car, your vehicle, your driver's license, the DMV, your career. All of the above. It's like you don't see this coming because they don't want you to worry about it. You know, I get this energy of the dusk, of the sun. Like, it's called the magic hour, the sun going down. The magician. Yeah. Major Arcana. Oh, number 7. Oh, I've been getting 777. And then I saw today, I looked at the TV, at the Hispanic news, and there was like a player number 14. And remember I told you a couple days ago I got 14-14? So, interesting. I'm like, that guy's a winner. That he's a winner. I don't know. But, okay. All right. I really am hot. Wow. King of Pentacles. Okay, let me drink a little something. It is so darn hot. I may not even last. Hi, Yaki. Hello, hello. Hello. I'm sorry. I'm popcorn. Please, ready. Okay, I'm not sure what that means, but welcome. Yeah, that is motherhood. Maybe this could be your motherhood coming in too. Like some of you might. She said she's pregnant. All right, let's see what we get. Somebody loyal, King of Pentacles. Somebody might be coming towards you, and they might be doing a little sprinkle to make sure you will receive them well. Wow. Wow. This has been coming in, y'all. Oh, and I have to go back on my community post. Months ago, I wrote the name Ryan. It kept coming in. It kept coming in. And I was like, I wonder why. Now we know. Now I'm getting on my feed all the stuff about very difficult actors to work with. Anyway, I gotta fan myself. I'm sorry. It is so hot. Okay, so the Six of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords and then the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so that means that somebody's coming towards you, somebody wants to give to you, and they want to communicate, but they're having maybe car issues. Maybe this is like them getting on the road again, making music with my friends. Somebody might not be able to get on the road. They might have car issues. In this heat, it doesn't surprise me. Somebody does want to come towards the collective, though. Okay. Wow. If you're an earth sign, this is a very good sign. This is the Capricorn. I was going to say release because it's a full moon. I was going to say this is the Capricorn release full moon. This is the Capricorn releasing full moon. Okay, so you got the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, you're look at you. You're bringing in love. What am I supposed to tell you if you're pregnant or not? Go get a pregnancy test. I'm not a doctor. I can't do that. You have to, and if you want to question, honey, what I do is you can subscribe, and when I get this 18,700, right around there, make sure you watch me, and I can do 7 free questions. But right now, they take my numbers away. I was at 55 last week. They took 3 away. And they play this little silly game of up and down with my subbies. But you guys, we're back. We're back up, okay? We're back up. Oh, I wish I could play music. All right, so you are looking very good. It's going to be an older man. Or he's just a very, like, with a young soul. Like okay, I don't know. You guys, it's a couple thing, okay? The 2 Pentacles. It's a couple thing, okay? So this person likes how you pour into yourself. And they might have long hair. They might have a German Shepherd, which I love German Shepherds. Or just a dog. It doesn't have to be a German Shepherd. It could be a dog. Okay. So they want to give to you, okay? And they might be having those car issues because I see him going towards that motorcycle. Oh, my God. This is the only time I have to come on. And so this is why sometimes I don't go on camera, because I'm just drenched. 8 of Cups. You walked away from this person. This is someone from your past. Yeah, I mean, this could have easily this if the Six of Cups doesn't come up, this is the Six of Pentacles. This is better than the Six of Cups. This is people wanting to give to you, making offers. But you could be going for work if you're not like. Also, this, I mean, Capricorn rules the career sector. So if you're not going, if somebody's not coming with an offer, right, in the next 2 weeks, it could be like you're looking for work. You're changing it up. And you're going to get an offer of work. And it's really going to help you. It could be coming from a Gemini, a Cancer person. It could be like you're really bringing this, you could be working with animals. Because of horses and dogs. You could be at a farm or something. Somebody. What the hell? I saw passwords on this, so watch your passwords. You might want to change your passwords. Somebody might be going into your devices and looking who's coming up towards you because you walked away. God, this is really lame energy. I'm craving horchata. What the heck? I'm like, I really wanted horchata. Oh my God, I haven't craved that in a while. You know, it freaks me out because rice, I don't have too much rice. I actually had some rice today. Maybe, I don't know. That's crazy. I don't know what, oh, maybe somebody's Hispanic? Death and rebirth. Scorpio? Gemini twice. Somebody wants to steal your love life. Okay, somebody already did steal your love life. Things are coming to balance, okay? This has already happened. You could have walked away from someone. You might have had a car incident. Somebody did a little sprinkle. Okay, because they saw that you were moving towards what you wanted. You know, you were making shit happen. Excuse my French, but this is really... And this person thought you were more loyal. The sweat is on my eyelashes. Oh my God, it feels... Ooh, it's interesting. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, for sure. You're getting justice. There's a card that wants to come out, not quite getting out. But look here, justice. And major arcanas. Okay, so this person really tried to unalive you. They tried to steal, like, you could have been dealing with a warlock. Somebody, like this sweating, I've never had this sweating issue so much. So maybe somebody's doing something so you don't look presentable on camera. So you feel self-conscious. But you're like, you have a very young spirit. Okay, you like to go head first into things, but now you don't do head first because you're very calm, cool, and collected and at peace. And people who are at peace don't go head first into things, okay? And that's why you're getting your wishes come true at this time, at this moment, okay, in life. That's why things are happening in this sector of your life, of your career. Okay, you're using everything in your toolbox. You're making things happen. Okay, you are looking at yourself, and this could be the embodying the energy of the King of Pentacles. So you are investing in you, investing in your business, investing in your home, investing in your chariot, in your, maybe some of you guys maybe do landscaping and you want to get somebody else to do another neighborhood, and then you have to get another truck, and then like you're embarking with your son doing it for the summertime. You know, that's a big thing right now in the summertime here in the Western Hemisphere. I don't know, but I'm just saying, like, you are investing in you, and you are reaping from your own rewards. from your own investments. If you can't, you're very responsible here. Some of you started solo. Okay, some of you started solo. You didn't even have a car. You didn't even know how you were going to do it. So it seems like this person wanted to join you. It could be that this person could be a relative. Let's look at this card in the bottom of the deck. Yes. Okay, so this person definitely saw that you were doing well. They wanted to steal from you. They wanted to take anybody who was attracted to you and liked you and was flirting with you. You know, they put that pep in your step because you're getting compliments and looking good and smelling good, feeling good, all of this stuff. Okay, they wanted to steal anybody who came your way, all right? And put a heavy burden on you instead, so you could always walk away and be alone and feel alone and heavy somebody's heavy ass burden. Welcome, my beauties. Goddess energy in the house. I just got bitten, I think, right here. You got bitten. Maybe you fell in love with this person. There's a movie called Once Bitten. That's I think it's Jim Carrey, and it's about a vampire. Interesting. It's one of his first, very young man at the time. We miss you, Jim. We miss you. Okay. That was a side note. Okay, I lost the transmission. That really hit me hard. I lost the transmission, but we have some more decks that I'm gonna use. So this is, I don't know if they want to continue, but this story's kind of old and stale, Spirit. Can we get something new, or can you give us maybe more insight as to what you want us to know about this story? All right. A lot of major arcanas and shifts, so if they tried anything, it's not hidden as heavy as it, you know. I heard the heavyweight champion of the world, so like it was hitting heavy when they did it. Okay, you've learned to protect yourself. You've learned to, you know, do the sobriety and celibacy dance. And how's that going for you? You know, I'm gonna be, instead of like, you know, how you doing, I'm gonna be like, how's those things doing? All right, so let's sobriety and celibacy, how's that going for us? It's going well. It's going well. Maybe not for everybody, because here I broke it to the Ten of Swords. But yeah, you walked away. You walked away from what was toxic. Okay, doesn't have to be people are married. It doesn't have to be celibacy. It could be substances. We're big here on people who are stuck on substances. Okay, big on that over here. Yeah, this is big changes. These are big changes. Capricorn, cleaning of the slate of all. Okay, so what would it represent to me? Just off the bat, okay? Cleaning of the slate of everything that was an illusion and confusing. Pisces North Node. Now it's not so nice. Now it's one for all, not one for all. It's one for yourself. Okay, the people suffering the most are going to be the old people, because they don't have advocacy by the young people, and AI is eating them up alive. If you don't see that, I don't know, you've been blind. I don't know where you've been. Another thing is the kids. All right, they want to make the brain more plastic, more elastic, and they just set some rules that kids they're going to minimize the hours of time that they spent, that the schools give them to be on the computer. Yeah, that's going to work. So the Capricorn energy is taking care of business of things for the government, okay, for the whole society. It's Saturn in Aquarius. Saturn rules Aquarius as well. 11th house of acquaintances. Welcome, Rachel Libra. Your Cappy Moon. Oh my God. We get along. I don't know what it is. Like, I'm always gravitating towards Capricorn energy. And on, you know, like at other readers, and then I'll say, like, I'm like, it resonates, and they're like, yeah, Capricorns, and I'm like, but I don't, you know, but I have a lot of issues with Capricorn. So I think that's why I'm always gravitating. And also I notice the thing that I notice a lot with Capricorn energy, it's men, masculine, and it's men, it's a feminine energy. So it's very feminine, but it attracts men, like it magnetizes men or something. Or depending on your placement, it really, like, if you look at your astrology chart, that's your father. That's your father relationship. So you could have distorted father. I mean, who doesn't? A lot of people, I don't know. I'm not going to go there. Whoa, we just stepped on it. We don't want to go there. Spirit, we don't want to go there. Okay, so let's do this. Let's see what we can present here regarding this Capricorn full moon. What we're going to be releasing. Tower. Saturn energy just came out with some news. Everyone's going to be hearing some world news events. Okay? Prepare yourself. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Interesting. Nice. Oh, that's a very interesting combo. So he must have taught you a lot about money. That's cool. I have a... I'm trying to think of another client who told me their dad was a Scorpio, but I think that person's a Scorpio, so I'm confusing. So anyway, speaking of, look what we have, the Death card. So there's some news, like these fires are really injuring people. Yeah, this is like the government or somebody saying stuff to us about people dying. Or there's going to be like a Libra man, or this is the Libra or Gemini or Aquarius man who finds you extremely sexy. I mean, they're excited. Yeah, definitely. Ooh, look at this. Coming in with the Knight of Wands. Okay. So there might be somebody here that wants to come in hot and heavy. Okay. Hot and heavy energy. Yeah, they see that you're single. So this could be someone from your past, but the Six of Cups has not shown up. It could be somebody who's spying on you, somebody who finds you attractive, like they see you around town or whatever. They know you one way, shape, or form in the camera, in the internet, or in a community. All right, so you're gonna be like approached, or maybe you're getting looked at more. Oh, you're going to start making other people uncomfortable. There might be like some men that are very feisty, okay? And they jump up to the occasion. Oh my God, my goddess. Another Capricorn. You need to be the it on this. Honey, you got these youngings. Like, can I open the door? Can I help you with this? Can I take your bags? Do you need any help? Like, there is some exciting, young, fresh, masculine energy. Okay, here for my divine feminines today. Wow. So these are not old dudes. These are younger than my collective. And they want to like communicate. Yeah, but they have the one track mind. Ladies, they have one track minds, okay? He's coming in as nobody emotionally available. This is just, let's have fun. Let's get physical. Okay, but they're willing to pay. Like, they're willing to take you out. They're willing to, like, spend money on you. They're willing to be seen in public is what I heard. Whoa. Somebody's coming, okay? There's, like, maybe somebody didn't want to be seen in public with you. Maybe somebody didn't want to take you out. maybe they were terrified when you said, let's go to lunch. And they're like, I don't need to go to lunch. I don't, why don't you want to just stay here? We can do something here. I'll cook, I'm sorry. Dude, I'm so hot. But this is interesting energy because you excite somebody and they don't mind being seen with you. And you just came from a relationship where you are so traumatized of not being seen, not being noticed, not being treated like a goddess that you are. And then this is going to put somebody in regret. It's going to possibly put this is right underneath this King of Swords. It might put this King of Swords in regret, okay? Because you might have your own platform. Yeah, they're going to feel beat up. Like they can't, what's my next move? I'm kind of stuck here. I can't do anything. I got to sit here and watch. Seething. Because you are not obligated to explain, to cut anybody off, or nothing. Because you are your own single agent. You rep yourself, baby. So these are my single ladies. You're going to be approached, and you're going to be courted. You're going to be courted. Like these guys are coming in for the real deal. Oh, whoa. Why does God do this? So so this person is throwing moon magic. This person is throwing sprinkle, sprinkle on my collective, on their head. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So, sorry. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Tonight, okay? Because they sure don't want this to happen to you. Some victory, and it's gonna, that shit ain't gonna work because we still have other planets that are retrograde. Okay, that's just plain dumb. I heard they're trying to raid on your parade. Okay, they don't like. Because they don't want to, they're doing, so people don't notice you or take the next step to try to communicate with you, okay? Maybe catch me outside energy, catch me outside, I'll give you the number. Hateration. I'm hearing Mary J. Blige. Wow, you got hateration nation. Yeah, you looking good in Leo season. You're looking mighty fine. Sweating all. Yeah, and some of you, man, you got your tatas, you got the push-ups on, and they love it. You're pushing up the tatas. I don't know, but these girls are, hi, I'm here. That's how they feel. Like when you come in the room, they're like, the first thing they do, maybe you got big ones. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, so anyway, they like you. They like your body. They like the skin that you show. And they want to have fun. And they see your strength. And you're walking like with a new step here. You might have a lot of, like, just, again, there's energy of a lot of feminine energy. You don't exude a lot of the masculine traits. But you're not somebody that they could just walk all over. Like in the past, they could fool you and they could compliment you, and you just thought these people were sincere. They obviously were not. Thank you so much for being here. And so, Rachel, what we do at 18700, I give 7 free questions to go with the 700. So please subscribe to the tribe. They tend to play with our numbers here, but we're back up with our subbies. And they may attack tonight. It's Capricorn full moon, so I'm not going to be surprised. But, okay, so let's see what else we got here. Let's look at this victory energy. We definitely want to look at this victory. Or let's look at this moon victory. They're right next to each other. Oh, someone from your past. A feminine. Looks like a feminine from your past. I don't know. This is interesting. Yeah, they're giving, okay, someone, this could have happened, again, this could be reference to just your past, that this happened and this person can only watch you be successful now, move into the next, move with confidence and move into the next world energy. Like you are leaving the past behind. You're not looking back. You're not taking the time to connect and catch up. Okay, you're not. Yeah. They want to bring, I think this is like the past. They brought a lot of strife into your life, okay? People who wouldn't work with you, making things really challenging, okay? Capricorn energy can be one of the most stubborn ass signs, okay? They might say, why are you doing this? How are you going to exactly do it? What's your plan? Like they could be real intrusive. We're Scorpio. We're more on the Scorpio side where it's like none of your business. Move on, you know. And Archangel Michael has protected you this whole time. So hold on. I heard they want to do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Like, not it. Yes. Okay. Look, because you're moving towards your your 1111, your 4 of Wands, your beautiful. So there's so much things coming through my head. Like you're not, some of you you don't know this person, but it's familiar energy. But you don't really know each other in the 3D. So it could be somebody from your past. But you're moving towards energy that is new. This person doesn't like that. They wanted you to go back and forth, you know, like a dog going back to their vomit and eating it. That's what they wanted. And I put the dog because dogs are loyal. They tend to be loyal. Even if you hit them, they'll still be loyal to you. So this person, they may not like animals, actually. They may not even like animals. They're watching you work. Okay, if you have your own platform, and you're on the internet, oh man, if you're on the internet, they're definitely watching you work. Okay, and they see your confidence has changed and that you have a new kind of aura to you. All right, the 6 of Pentacles. I'm tired of this person, Spirit. I'm tired of this person. They're so draining. Yeah. They're tired of watching you too, but they still do it. What the fuck? Dude, this is great. Yes, they watch you shine. Okay, you're shining bright. Damn. You're walking towards your generational wealth. Ain't nothing stopping you. Ain't no stopping us now. We're on the move. Yep, you have your eye on the you have your prize on the You're focused on the prize. Woo! Hold on. My head's getting dehydrated. Hold on. What? Rachel? Oh my God, I'm a medium. Does this make sense then, what I'm saying? Yeah, you're single. This could be your story. Okay, let's go back with how maybe Rachel might see it. Something shocking happened here. And a physical death. A physical death. So this is what happened. It was sudden. It was quick. Somebody, you might have felt it even a little bit. Like, I know I can feel death. And then somebody official came and told you, an like government, like a police person. Yeah. And this was your first love. This makes sense. And this was your first love. The young Knight of Wands. Oh, these are your messages. I'm getting goosebumps. Oh, this made you very sad. You cried a lot. You had many nights of sadness here. He has seen this. He has seen this. And so you're confused. It's almost like I can pick up how confused and perplexed you are about dating again. And, and honey, like many of us, we thought we met somebody and it was a tender, I heard tender love, love so tender. That's such a corny song. I'm dating myself, but it like that was the kind of love that we're describing here. It was a very tender love, vulnerable. And the past, this is the past in the past. Oh my God, these are both the past. So you're very much, this is going to help you with the Capricorn full moon, release the past. Okay, with the Cancer season, probably not possible. Probably too much stuff was emotionally getting to you. I don't know if you had a child. Do you have a child with him? Maybe you're the mother, but you're single. Oh my God, I hope you don't have a child. That would be really rough. But you know what? You have to combat. I don't know if you have a man or maybe the son or a relative that I don't know. I kind of feel you have some men that are you ruffle feathers. You could have a close masculine. I don't know if they're gay. And they kind of keep people. You could have like a masculine energy, but they seem young. And they kind of get people away from you because you've had to heal and you've been in a vulnerable state, okay? Or this could be spirit. But I pick up more on like energetically. They're keeping whatever away from you so you can work on healing the past. Yeah, you victoriously have healed the past. Look at that. You're walking from the past. This is the moon, victoriously, and you're building your confidence. You're coming up. You're being able to dream. You're thinking about your childhood, but still you're tempering, like, your past. Yeah, and you are definitely in a new world. You might even change jobs. Maybe your job reminds you too much of him or something. There's going to be a job. Maybe there's something like a job change that you want to do, and it's going to go really well. Okay, you kind of feel beat up. It's kind of like darkest before the dawn energy, and you didn't even know how something good's going to happen in regards to your work. I feel. God, you're still in shock. Pour yourself into your work then. Capricorn energy. It could be like a job that's not traditional. You might be like the only woman. I remember I met this guy and he was telling me, oh, my daughter, my wife works as a adjuster, something like that. And she's the only one that's, she's this little Philippine or Thai lady, and she's the only woman there, and it's all men or whatever. And he was so proud of her. And he was a lifeguard. Actually, 999 is an important number that's been coming in. Okay, yeah. So okay, so for you in particular, I felt guided to tell you, keep going. This shock and this grieving is going to end. It's going to end. You're wrapping that up. You're wrapping that up, sweetheart. I don't know. There's something about this energy with these men. fighting. Fight. There could be a lot of disagreements because Capricorn energy is very stubborn. I'm burping. Hold on 1 second. Oh my God, you're welcome. You're welcome, Ellen. Oh, he was in hospice. That's tough. So you really saw him go through it. But there's kind of an energy here of you beating yourself up. It's almost like you're protecting your heart and you don't want anyone else. Like, it's almost like you don't want any man to come in and replace him. You're preserving his energy, okay? You still have to pursue your dreams. You still have to pursue your passions. And I think that whole event has kept you from focusing on yourself. And you've remained single, preserving his energy. And he just wasn't, he might have been the King of Swords, right? Because you guys had kind of a little bit of an off and on thing. And so he wasn't always emotional. Like he wasn't gushy, I guess. Gushy. He wasn't, that's the thing, gushy. He wasn't gushy. Oh my God. Aquarius energy with the Three of Swords at the bottom. You have to learn to detach. This is your 11th house. So a lot of associations, since you knew him since childhood, like the neighborhood you're in, like a lot of things might remind you, like you going in the vicinity, or people, oh yeah, so-and-so, like social media, kind of other people remind you of this person a lot. Like you have the same friend groups. So you're constantly reminded, like you're constantly being given his energy. That's tough. That is tough. And so you hermit. You don't even want to go out and socialize with people because they might mention him and then it might hurt your heart again. The Seven of Swords. Honey, you need to heal this thing up. You need to get a therapist. Because what's happening right now is people are seeing your vibration dip down, okay? And when we're in this broken-hearted state for such a long time, leeches, thieves come, okay? Yeah. This is a warning message. It's a warning message. The people who work with you know you're weak. This is your weakness or something. Yeah, you need to be around positive people. And you need to get this. Oh, and don't treat anyone in your house like a therapist. Like, give your emotions. You need a professional person that you can let things out. You know, there's certain signs in Chinese astrology that you should never, if you're a metal element, I don't know what you are, but if you, because metal, not fire, not wind, not, what is it, water, nothing can penetrate through metal. And so metal people cannot ever be weak in front of anybody because people will be like, got him, got him. Okay, they want to see your weakness. So just put in Google your year and then put in Chinese astrology. And that's the thing about metal, like you're never supposed to be seen as weak because you'll get trampled on. So Not every sign is like that, but unfortunately that thing is going on with the metal. So that's something I've discovered. That's something that I do personally on my readings. Um, I've never guided anybody the wrong way. Never, never, ever. And in fact, when you stop listening to my advice, and I've told you a couple times, I cannot work with you. I'm not your guy. I'm not your for you. I'm like you. Somehow you only hear Charlie Brown, and I'm not here to convince people. And if you want to keep falling on your face, it's, I detach. That's when I learn. Boom, detach. I'm not responsible anymore for that. That everybody has their own sovereignty, right? And that was a hard ass lesson. That was a hard ass lesson. Another hard ass lesson, which I had to eat the bullet, was helping women who were cheating on their husbands. Oh man, that fucked me up big time. Fucked me up because I've never done that. I've never walked. I've never. But there was somebody that I was like, oh, they're. I was like, oh, they had a hard life, blah, 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 and they kept coming, and I thought I needed the money, but I should have never taken that money. It was kind of dirty money. That's kind of dirty money for me. So, whoever you are, you're an attractive person, but you've been isolating yourself. It could be also like the pain. What is that? Like heartbrokenness turns into depression. But for some people, it could turn into anger. It could turn into frustration, and projecting your pain onto innocent people, like your children. Like, you didn't do your work. I told you to throw out the garbage, blah, blah, blah. It could be something that you're not recognizing is not fully your whole beautiful, lovely self. But it's because, right, I'm just saying, I don't know. Just saying, that's human nature. Yeah, these things are stealing from from living your best life. This person, I think you're stealing from yourself. You're going to look back years and be like, I should have, could have, would have, but I didn't. And that's almost what you're stealing, years from yourself, not doing stuff. I'm older now. I lost like about 5 years through somebody's bullshit. I lost a car. I lost a lot of shit. I lost my dad in 2018. And so things were going well. And then like time has passed and I'm not going to get any fucking younger. So I better do it now. This is the best I'm going to look. The youngest I'm going to look right now. This is like my earth, like my reality. Like, get down to earth. Pull off the mask. Doesn't matter. People want you, like there's future projects that want to work with you, but there's something holding you. You're holding yourself. Somebody's holding themselves back. They're holding themselves back. That's Capricorn energy. Yeah, that's the truth. You got to be the most. You have to be able to be honest with yourself. Nobody should ever come up to you and tell you stuff that you already fucking know about yourself. And if they do, you know where to put them. Put them in that category. You're here. They're going to be put in that category, in that file. Like, thanks for pointing that out. And it's like, you just know, you got to meet people where they're at. Before, I used to be like, no shit, Sherlock. Like, used to be really like expecting people to know. Expecting people to know how it was for me. I remember I went to this life group. There's this really interesting energy I got to share with you. I went to this life group, and this girl had the same name as me, and she was sensitive, but she wasn't that sensitive. And I was going through something intense, and we would share our energy at the life group of praying and stuff like that, and potlucks, and how'd your week go, and blah blah blah, whatever, support each other. But she came up to me and she said, I had a dream about you, and you were sad in the dream or something. And I was like, just looking at her like, oh, okay, well, I didn't say anything, but inside I was like, yeah, I'm fucking holding it together, bitch. Like, I don't I don't need you to tell me. So I knew she didn't have the bandwidth to deal with my shit. So I wasn't going to be spilling the beans about myself. Because there's some people who live more in the superficial instead of like the grind. Pay the rent. Okay, you got to put food on the table for the kids. Okay, you got to take care of your aging parent. You got a dog that has an issue, whatever. You got lots of things, you know. So um, opposed to somebody who is just getting into the singlehood and just, you know, looking for a mate and just, you know, there's not no comparison. So a lot of times people are not going to understand you. They're not going to get it. But you can't be angry at them for not getting it. And you can't stop for them either. You can't wait for them. Because the clock ain't waiting for nobody. Man, hell, if you're at a job and you got to do overtime, you expect to see that overtime on your paycheck. Nobody's paying you for, you know what I mean? Like to stop, to hold people's hand. And I know it sounds bad, but either you get ran over the train or you're on the train to where you need to go. Okay, so like I look back and I was like, damn, you were just so nice and you gave people so much space to fuck up, and they did, and you still were nice to them. And because I don't have it in me, like until you like really push someone and then they're like, I'm done. Like I am like when you really, that's when people are like really want you. They're like, oh, I can't live without you. I need to have you. You know, let's hang out. I love that Maya Angelou quote. When people show you who they are, believe them. Okay? So somebody feels left out. Now they feel left out of because you know how to speak truth. You gave them the truth. And you put a boundary. You set the line. You put the boundary. Anyway, what's this 3 of Wands about? Something's coming in. There's money here. Okay? Generational wealth. You're following your passion, your dreams. Okay? Somebody's beat up. Somebody feels beat up. Because they watch you work. On the WWW, World Wide Web. They watch you work, okay? On the internet. Hold on, I'm burping. Yeah, I don't feel the closure because he's coming in at the, as if no emotion, no emotion. I'm sweating like, sorry for all the glossy. Let's see if I can gloss down. Yeah. Aww. Oh my God, I am, Ellen? Yeah, that's great. That's great. I'm not crying, I'm just shiny. Ladies, you can be, you know, your children, yes, you can, but even with them, you have to kind of like pull it back because they don't appreciate it. You know, everybody, that's the thing about Capricorn energy. Discipline. Okay, like with men, all right, you're nice to them and then like they cheat on you and you're like, oh, you ain't getting this, bye, later. And then you go out with somebody else and they're like, oh hell no, that's mine. They freak out. Be careful leaving these Capricorn men. Be careful leaving these Capricorn men. They are hell on earth. You would, you know, when you want to leave them, they just don't let you leave them. They just don't quit. They don't quit. I don't know what to do. I wish I would never. I wish how I was always, girl, my whole freaking life. I was like, oh, Virgo goes well with Capricorn. I've never really been with a Capricorn. The one dude I was with a Capricorn with, oh my God, I have to do on my Patreon page. But he ended up being a DRUG addict, and he ended up going out with one of these very famous band's ex-wife, and they would do it together. And then I would like date, and I'd go in the Hollywood Hills, and I would see him and her. I did. Oh, this only one time, but it was like crazy because I'm like, I know they're using, and he was a Capricorn. And then there was another, and then just now, in like later years, I dated a Capricorn, and that was like hell. That was the one. That was real hell. That was real hell. The other guy, he was nice. He was fine. I felt bad that he fell in love with somebody that was using, but I didn't know he was a user at the very beginning. He was a great artist. He was a great artist. He wasn't a bad Capricorn, but we were toxic together. We were both. We went. We went to like Compton or somewhere, like back in the day, like you could go to these warehouse places, and ooh, they had that punch, and it was horrible because it was a roller skating rink. I woke up with my legs all black and blue, not knowing, because we were drinking that punch, and we didn't. Thank God we didn't drive. Thank God we didn't drive. But I always like going to those, the gay parties. They really are great. Anyway, that was back in the day. I've had my fun. Like, that's the thing. Like, I like being a hermit because when I went out, man, I had my fun. I've enjoyed my life. And I want to tell my stories because I want, like, younger people to see how life was for us and the difference and how we had, like, all this freedom. We didn't have to, like, I think I hear the word rage bait. Like, we didn't have to, like, do all this social stuff on the internet, which is, I think I posted it on Facebook when I started talking about depression, about men, and then I got a thing on my feed talking about how all the kids are depressed because they are on the internet too much. They've been bombarding us with fear. That's why we're depressed. Oh, I just got so hot again. I think, like, the best thing as a woman that you could do, if you're an older woman and there's so much change and we don't socialize as much as we used to, is get into what you like to do. Okay, get into your things, how quirky it is, however, and promote that, because no one's going to be the representative of something that you love but you. Nobody. And so however it is, whatever it is, knitting. I mean, there's so much going on. I'm thinking, God, there's so many niches I could do. I don't even know where to start. Oh, I'm just messing this up. Let's get some oracle cards. I'm done with the tarot. That was deep. I think. Ladies, that was deep. She's very fresh. That's cute. She's very fresh. Oh, yeah. See, okay, either... Thank you for saying that. Thank you for sharing, by the way. Either Capricorn is helping someone who's been in heavy DRUGs, or they are on heavy DRUGs. That's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, that's like a theme. I have a cousin. He's not on DRUGs. He's very bright. Capricorn cousin. And I from what I understand, he's got the alcohol issue. He had a horrible childhood. Horrible childhood. And he wanted to meet his dad and he was never able to meet his dad, and that really messed him up, especially him being a Capricorn. And it's unfortunate because the uncle that I thought was a good dude turns out to be like not such a good dude. Okay, so he picked up some habits here and there, and but he stopped talking to him, which is good, because it's better, for men. No, if you have children that are young boys and you're a single mom, no role model, that means like no ex uh drug addicts or alcoholics or whatever, no role model is better than a toxic one, because then they don't compare anything. At least they're just like, they learn on their own, and they don't have, because men gravitate, they, whatever male energies around them, that's their role model. I mean, my son is just till now realizing dad's never going to change, is he? And I'm just like, wow, you're just figuring that one out, sonny boy. And he's fallen into depression because his father can have cancer and not change. Like, it doesn't motivate him to change. It just motivates him to be trickier about what he does. And that's insane. But my son's okay because he sees that. He sees it. At least he knows who his father is. Like, women, don't keep the dad away. Like, just, I mean, it's impossible anyway. The law won't allow us to, unless you go to another country. I would not suggest that. Another state. But then again, some of these, I mean, I had to go to another state because my son's father brought him. He went drinking with his mom, who had Alzheimer's, and they were drunk. And they dropped off my son, who was 3 years old, and I freaked out. I was like, oh, I'm leaving. I can't handle this. And my mom saw that I was freaking out. So we left and we went to New Mexico. That's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother story. I don't want to get into that. No. We don't want to talk about New Mexico. I'm so glad I'm on Cali. Let's get a quirky card. You do videos in your bedroom? Oh, yeah. Oh my God, my kitchen's a little weird. I understand. Sometimes like things fall in the kitchen and I'm just like, oh God, there's the kitchen again. Like, who's here? What is this? Like my incense. It's not scary. It's not scary per se. Oh, when was it? Was it last night? I opened the door to look at my little garden, and there was look, I'm from Hawaii. I mean, I did grow up in my teen years. There was a cockroach this big with feathers, and it was on the door. And I was like, oh, I was glad it was big so I could see it. It was like I had just turned on the light from the nighttime, and it was trying to get in the house, and I on the bottom of the door, I seal it up, so it was on the door, and I'm like, oh my God. Monitoring spirits. I was like, I'm catching, and then now there's little gnats, and I can catch them in my hand. I'll be like, shh, and I'll catch them in my hand like that. I read that cockroaches don't like baking soda, and they don't like baking soda. They don't like to go onto it. So my whole fucking counters are with baking soda, because after this heat, all the bugs came in, and I wasn't putting a thing under the door where they were coming in. I'm like, how can they get in here? But they can get in through the pipes and stuff too. It's ridiculous. And I'm on, okay, whatever. We're not going to say too much. Okay, an exciting new acquaintance will become a sincere friend. This energy's been coming in for a while. Like a friend's going to become a lover or something. Resulting in you becoming extremely more figure and fashion conscious than previously. Also, somebody's going to make you want to dress real cute. Somebody's going to come along, inspire you and be like, oh, this is going to look cute. Or I like this color nail polish. I like this lipstick. I like this eyeshadow. I like that the earrings. Like Nice. That feeling, that's the feeling we want. That's the feminine feeling, okay? That's, yes, that's the feminine feeling. Oh, you get knocks on the table? Oh, it's your mom. Yeah, oh my God. I'm afraid to know what my mom's going to do when she passes away. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, but I for sure know I'm going to be able to hear her voice loud and clear for some reason. I just feel it. I just feel like I can hear it. Oh my God. Okay. Okay, here's another one. Deciding to show your love, not hide it. Not only will you give happiness, but you will be elated at the instant loving response, like giving the beggar a coin. So make yourself more open to love. Like keep doing acts of love. You know. Oh, something is biting me. What the heck? Let's light some Palo Santo because something is biting me. And I think I'll get one more and we'll leave it. I think I've done enough therapy for today. Um, okay, so they releasing this Capricorn energy. These masculines have made a great impression on my collective, and they help with your femininity. You know, these masculines, especially the Capricorns. There's something that you need to give to yourself, okay? Because Capricorn energy, if they're not a great provider, a great dad, a great disciplinary disciplinary type of individual person, then because that's what Capricorn represents. um this is my take on Capricorn. Capricorn is like, you're a teenager and you want to be cool and you want to have a house party. Dad says, okay, I'm going off with mom and the younger kids. We're leaving the house to you. So, be good, take care of it. Cut the lawn, do the laundry. You got some chores to do and you can stay here at the house. You decide to have a house party and all your high school friends, and then the rival high school comes over. This was back in the day. Helicopters come and you are smashed. And he decides to come early on Sunday afternoon where you haven't been able to clean the party, right? So you're going to get grounded. That's Capricorn energy. You're going to pay the consequences of what you did. Dad catches you. That's Capricorn energy. That's my favorite description of how it is. So those of us, latchkey kids, know that have you guys heard that one? The latchkey kids. Well, those are kids who like have their own key and they get home after school. Back in the day, those were really popular because everyone was working. And so that energy of you have to be able to self-regulate, self-control, be self-sufficient. That's teaching you all of those qualities. Okay, that's Capricorn. Going out with your dad, making money with a newspaper, right? Things like that, like things that brought discipline, that were small chores and hobbies that you got paid for, but they built character for your work ahead of you. And if you didn't have that, like if you had parents who let you do whatever, I had one girlfriend who would let her boyfriend come and sleep there, and I'd be like, geez, why are my parents like that? I'm happy now they weren't like that. But I'm like, why aren't my parents cool? They're like, where are you? What are you doing? As you learn to fight back and not be as passive as you are at present, then and only then will you conquer much of what causes you distress and anxiety. Speak up. Speak up. Yeah, Capricorns are not ones to take, like, be quiet about stuff. Like they want to get paid for every little thing. Like they will make a special chart to get paid for every little whatever. But they're normally at work. They're very dependable. They're very capable and knowledgeable. Like they know their stuff. Like these Capricorns, like they're not stupid, you know. So, and I was just thinking about one last thing. Like I was at the store and this older woman asked if she could help me with my bagging my stuff. Now I don't like anyone to bag my stuff because I like to have all kinds of bags and I'm buying different stuff, whatever. So I like to bag it myself, but they will come up. And I said no to her. And I had already told the cashier, don't worry, I like to bag. And they're like, thank you. And I was like, you don't have to thank me. I was like, I like it. I'm weird. I'm different. And then this tall, handsome young man comes up and he goes, can I bag? And can I help you bag? And I was like, oh, can you help me bag? I was like, hell yeah. I was like, but I was like trying to play it off, like going, well, yeah, I have these heavier items. I'm going to need this. And I gave him directions real fast. And he did it like that. And I was thinking to myself, men are easier to direct because women are just attitude. And I was like, I need to get more men helpers. So, personal thoughts. Jade Corbin. Oh my God, you're in Australia. Your lamp is shaking. Oh God, I hope it's from you laughing. Jade, your brothers. We brothers. Oh, in this channel, we don't trust brothers. Okay, brothers have not done this channel very well. All right. Jade. Let's do 3 cards for you, Jade. Okay, my lovely Jade from Australia. We love you down under. Please bless the kangaroos. You know, I used to have a kangaroo named Marmalade. Loved my kangaroo. Okay, this is for Jane about her brothers. For you, darling. Why won't they reach out to her? Why won't they reach out to her? She wants to know. She's wondering, Spirit. Well, men are men. Like, they're... Okay. If you're the only girl... Okay, before I even show you the cards. If you're the only girl, it's the maternal energy that ties everything together. So... I don't know if your parents aren't alive anymore, or it just wasn't ingrained, you know, or they were just like men. They were just with dad all the time. Like they did manual labor and they left things for women. But I have another friend who's a Taurus and she's a dragon. And she had brothers and she was always like inviting them over. And like one brother would just come and just hang out. He did absolutely nothing. He was useless. And he was the youngest brother. And then she had other older brothers, or older than the youngest, I guess. But I think she might have been the first child. I don't remember. But she was very successful. So she was likely the first child, the first girl. And the mother, what it seems like, coddled these brothers. But they didn't do that to her. And that seems to be the theme for these generations that were women who had sons. They coddled them, but their daughters, they were very more, they put more restrictions on them. Okay, so this is, I don't know why I'm saying that to you. Okay, so something about regret. They're having a hard time. They're really, so somebody regrets something and they feel challenged. They feel beat up. They feel tired. Somebody might drink. Some of them might be drinkers. We got the regret card, okay? So somebody, these masculines, we did a reading 2 days ago about how depression is kicking into the masculine. My theory was because of Most men did it more than women. And I've been doing my research, and there's like little micro glass fibers in there that were put into these bodies. Okay, whatever. But I don't have proof, but this is what this is a video I saw that I believe in it. And I've been getting clues on this. Okay, so anyway, it doesn't matter, but this is somebody who might drink too much, and they're not able to pick up their life. They're not able to get their life together, but they see you as somebody who's together, who's all together. So they just don't, you know, these might be your younger brothers. They don't have anything to offer you. Like they don't want to come empty-handed, maybe. Yeah, this is pride, actually. This is my haha, I win at the bottom of the deck, 5 of Swords. So they don't want you to, I just heard they don't want you to see them as losers. That's what I heard. How weird. Okay. Yeah, they want they want to be looked at as a good father figure and in control. But some of these men are now, maybe they're messing around with women a lot. Like maybe they're busy, or somebody's just very busy. So one of your brothers seems to be very busy, on fire, doing some good things here, victorious, but he doesn't have good sleep. And he doesn't like how direct you are. That's the Queen of Swords. So you might really say things okay, so you have like, or maybe that your father, like something about, maybe something about the father, like he raised these sons to only go towards like compliments, like feeding their ego, something like that. You're the youngest. Okay, Rachel. Oh, you're in the UK? Thank you for watching. I'll catch you later, my love. Good luck. Shit. So he's got a lot of pride about that. He's got a lot of pride. This is the haha, I win. And here it looks like your son. This is like your son. You shouldn't, you know, just let things, don't even pick up the phone and be like, oh, why, blah, blah, blah. This is, you're supposed to just let it go, okay? And make sure you write this in a journal and date it, all right? Because these events tend to go away and then people forget. Why wouldn't we, da, da, da. I know you won't forget that as a mom, but there's other things that come down the pipeline that make a full picture of this individual. I'd be careful with this. I'd be careful with that person, that brother, that older brother. I don't know. Yeah, you come in as the Queen of Swords. You're like, oh, hell no. I love that energy. You defended your baby. You've been waiting to see if they would come back, but they're not coming. They don't seem to. Yeah, you're very kind, loving, giving, intuitive. Yeah, you're the one that, no, you're in the Piscean stage of like, oh, it'd be great to, you know, have them and whatever. This, if anything, your brother who has the substance abuse, I hope that's not the one that pushed your son, but it seems like he's gone back. He fell off the wagon, okay, and he's having a struggle. He's struggling. So he's the one that is having a hard time. Now, I don't know if that's the one that pushed. It almost looks like he's the same one that pushed your son, but I don't know. But I think like that Piscean energy, like you have good thoughts about them or nostalgia or whatever. But again, if they show you who they are, believe it. That's really who they are now. Like they're not this young kid anymore who was nice and nostalgic. They're kind of they could be a tyrant, or their priority is money. Okay? Or looking for compliments or something. Or just get, you know, they're working a lot, but they're not happy per se. Anyway, we do have to go. I hope this has been helpful in any way, shape, or form, please don't forget to hit that like, y'all. I appreciate you so much, and we'll come back for some more info. I could talk forever, but I can't. I'm gonna melt. Um, so I'll catch you on the next one, and thank you so much for being here. And if you want any more of my services, you'll find it at the description box. And we are changing. We're changing, we're growing, and we're evolving. And I love you here for it. So that's it. I'm gonna melt.